Hey, what's going on, everybody? Your boy Blake Money Blake with another episode of Loaded Joe's MMA podcast. Of course, always want to thank you, the fans, everybody out there for tuning in. Because of y'all, we do this, and we just keep the episodes pumping, man. I'm always excited. Shout outs, of course, to all of our sponsors, and you can find them all below. But big shout out to the sponsor this month. Have been coming through in the clutch. Rufiano International, Rufiano Fightwear. Catch them for all of your fashion accessories, all of your, they got shirts, they got everything, like everything you can think of that's like fashionable, that's still cool, that don't make you look like, too like, but like still manly. They got that manly shit, so you guys go check them out. Our guest tonight, man, awesome guest. We've had him on the show, return guest, so we always love him. Dude from Titan, again, double plus going on. And he's fighting for the interim lightweight title. We got the return guest, my man, Kurt Holobaugh. Kurt, what's up, my man? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man.
So it's been a while, but I'm not gonna say your last fight. I'm not gonna say you won because you came on here, but I'm sure it didn't hurt, right? So.
That's the case. I'm coming on here before every fight.
There it is, my man. Bro, how you been, man? I just saw you doing some jiu-jitsu training, of course, over there in Louisiana. How I gotta ask first, then we get some fun shit, man. How's everything going with camp and all that good shit?
Everything's good. Camp's always good when you don't have injuries and you ain't worried about cutting weight. So, knock those two things off the list, and it's smooth sailing from there.
I like that, man. What more could you ask for, bro? And you got the call, and obviously you got the call. You see, okay, I'm gonna get another fight. But when they were like, "Yo, Kurt, you want a belt, bro?"
Oh, absolutely,
bro.
And right after I defeated Yo Dennis at my last Titan fight, I looked straight at Jeff Aronson and I said, I want the belt. That's 2 straight wins. I have 1 loss in Titan, and it was for a belt, and when I lost my belt.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no reason I'm not number 1 contender, and I'm not up there fighting for the belt.
Yeah, not a reason at all, man. And it does. I mean, there's so much movement. It seems like with Titan, right? Like, guys, and I don't want to. I mean, I'm sure it's something you thought about, right? Like, you do really good on this fight. The UFC's like right there, bro. Like, it just seems like it's natural with like the upper echelon guys at Titan, and for me, no doubt, like you're there. Like anybody who looks at your resume, I mean, you've beaten the who's who. Your only losses are like to the who's who, like Frodo and Andre, and like you didn't even fight at that weight class anymore, so it doesn't even make, that doesn't even count. And like, but like, is that ever in the back of your mind? You're like, bro, I'm seeing Diego Lima on my TV. I'm seeing Desmond on my TV. Like, bro, I'm next, Dana. I'm here, motherfucker.
Absolutely. Every time I see those guys, that lets me know more and more that, I know for sure I can be where they're at. I know for sure I can fight with these guys in the UFC. We're all pros. Just because you fight in the UFC or you fight in Bellator or World Series, that don't mean anything. I can go in either one of those organizations and beat the top guys there. So, and I'm truly probably 1 fight away again. I win this fight, I beat Jay-Z. And, it's a huge possibility that I'm headed back to the UFC. And it's been a long time.
Yeah.
I fought in the UFC 2013. So it's been a long road back. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this fight, and I'm excited to see what happens after.
You feel like your life is like just a longer edition of The Ultimate Fighter? Like, you didn't go to the house, but you're like, look, I got my own house. I'm better here. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yep. You got it. Every fight counts, man.
That's really where it's at, man. Like, you're a guy. Like, I mean, I've spoke to you before. Obviously, friends on Facebook. You're just a guy who just kind of balls deep in training and working and grinding and getting after it, and not really like just turn anybody down. Like, it's just Jay-Z Cavalcante. For people who don't know, he ain't no punk bitch. Like, he's he's dangerous, man. Dude. Yeah.
The dude's fought just about everywhere. I think the UFC maybe Bellator might be the only two organizations that he hasn't fought in, and you know, so with him fighting in Pride and Dream and World Series, and fighting the best over there, and now he's a Titan fighting the best over here. You couldn't ask for a better matchup.
Right, man. When you got the call and they were like, "Yo, did you find out first you were fighting Jay-Z first, or you find out first you were fighting for a belt first?"
Well, I knew it was a belt, whether it's going to be Freddie or whether it's going to be Jay-Z.
Right.
I knew that my fight was going to be a championship fight, and from there, I'm like, get Freddie, tell Freddie I want him. I want the champ. I don't know what the deal was. Freddie wasn't ready to go. He wasn't healthy. I don't know, but then they said, well, how about we give you Jay-Z, which is a fight that Titan has offered me, the last 4 times. But like we said, Jay-Z is one of these guys. There's no reason to fight him in just a regular fight.
Right.
If I Jay-Z, I want it to mean something. I want to either headline, which I wanted that too. I want it to be a title fight. I want it to be a huge fight that we can promote, not just a regular 3-round fight.
And you got I mean, a couple of those things, man. I mean, it's the fight's up there. It's for the belt. You're sharing the stage, of course, with Shorty Torres, which is nothing. I mean, that's nothing to frown at, right? Like, Shorty's coming up, and for people that I think don't know you or haven't seen you, or because I feel like I have friends that are really just tuning into the Fight Pass, and they're just, oh, have you seen so and so fight on Fight Pass? Like, they're just really starting to catch up to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those leagues. I feel it just like it's been around, and I've been watching it since like 2014. But like, people are just barely starting to catch up to like, oh shit, they got fights going. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got some scraps going on over there, my dude.
Yeah, definitely, man. Fight Pass is a great thing to have. I've had it for a while now, and I'm always going back. For one, I can study my opponent.
Right.
Everybody I fight has fights on Fight Pass. Go back there and watch a full, clear, clean version of their fight. Plus, I like to go back. You can watch all the old stuff. All the UFCs, pay-per-views. After they come out for a while. So, it's Fight Pass is a good addition to have, especially if you're a fight fan.
I mean, I'm a fight fan. That's all I'm saying, man. I like watching fight. I like watching all the fights on there, bro. And I think we were talking last time, man. You're really more or less a student of the game, man. Like, we were talking about, like, you study, you like to watch a lot of film and just watch. Just you keep up with MMA, what's going on, whether it's here, there, everywhere, man. And I think that for somebody in your position, going for a belt, somebody who's, I don't want to say vetted record because that's weird. That's a weird thing to say. But like, dude, your record kind of speaks for itself. It's one of those records like you look at, like you got guys like you and even before you like Desmond Green, and even outside of not in Titan, but like my buddy Adam Townsend. You guys just got these records. It's just like, it's only a matter of time before you're there, but like watching film helps, like I guess that's what I'm getting at, like long and short of it.
Yeah, I try to watch film and I put myself in the fight, talking about, if that's me right now, how am I going to approach? What is he going to throw at me? So it helps kind of calm me down a little bit, if that makes sense.
No, yeah.
I kind of that fight, and I try to put myself in that fight at that time. So it's something that helps me out.
Yeah. No. I like to make pretend like I'm a fighter sometime. Like, what would I do? Yeah, but I don't. So obviously, like, Kurt, don't beat me up. I'm just saying, like, obviously, I like to, watch a lot of film and put myself in those positions, man. But I can only imagine as a fighter, right? You're putting yourself on the opposite end. What would I do in this position? What is something that's not being taken advantage of? And yeah, man, I'm excited for this fight, though. As soon as Brian told me you were coming on, he's like, "Oh, he's fighting Jay-Z," and I'm like, "Oh shit!" I didn't even say like. I mean, I was happy to have you. I'm like, "Oh shit, that's gonna be a hell of a fight, dude!" Like, I'm super excited for that fight. Kurt, I want to do a thing, man. I like to call it fill in the blank. we're good. That's how last time we did random ass questions, but I'm going to do fill in the blank. It's I'll do a statement, and you've just finished a statement. So, like, for instance, Netflix and
Chill.
yeah, exactly. Catch Me Outside.
How about that?
Okay, good. My opponent should know this about me.
I'm a beast.
If you've never seen me fight, you should know this about me.
I'm a monster. I don't quit.
Once I get that belt, I'm going to celebrate like
A boss.
the theme song that's been jamming in training has been.
Ah,
I know you got one.
Don't hold back. Look it up. It's a song from me. One of my friends made. It's Kurt Holobaugh. Don't hold back.
I like it, man. I like it. My, oh, okay. Well, maybe this has been the same too. My slogan throughout camp.
Never give up.
I was gonna say that might be this, but you know what? That's kind of hand in hand goes the same. My relief during this camp has been.
Not having to cut a large amount of weight.
I like that, man. I like that. And the place where people can find you on social media.
Twitter at Kurt Holobaugh.
Well,
Kurt Holobaugh.
you on the Instagrams? You on Snapchats? Where else you at, man?
Snapchat. Everything's under my name. Kurt Holobaugh.
I love
Hit
it.
me up.
Kurt, you got any other sponsors? You got anybody you want to shout out? Let people know when the fight is. Get them hyped up for this, man.
Yeah, man. You know, it's going down May 19th. Titan FC 44. Live UFC Fight Pass. Fighting MMA legend Jay-Z Cavalcanti. You know, our record speaks for ourselves. We're both Strikeforce veterans. We're both MMA veterans. We've been around the world. We've fought everybody. Now we're going to fight each other. Not a fight that you want to miss. Possibly one of the biggest fights in Titan ever.
I would agree with that. I would agree. Kurt, I want to thank you for your time. I know it's a little later on in the night and you've been training all day, but definitely thank you so much, man. We'll stay in touch, brother, and hopefully have you on to talk some more shit, my man.
Yeah, anytime, man. Just let me know.
All right, we'll do, Kurt. You do have a good rest of the night, man.
Yep, you too, man. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, my man. Peace.